do a quick lesson for Olelo Hawaii. I have a lesson coming up next week, or this week, that I have to teach, so I just have to do two objectives. So here we go. So last week we talked about ka or ke being the Hawaiian version of the. We talked about how keo, the letters K, A, A, and O, are really important in finding out whether to precede a given memento with K or ka. So let me pull up a thing. So if you'd want to say the work, you would say kahana. If you want to say the rain, you would say kaua. And then if you would want to say the love, you know, love is aloha in Hawaiian, but because the first letter of aloha is a, and it falls within the keao rule, you would say kealoha instead of kaloha. So I also have to mention that some of the memeta use K unexpectedly, like the word keano, which means the type. It uses K even though it has the wakina at the start of the word. And then also the word for spoon, puna. You would think you would have to say kapuna, but instead it's kepuna. And also kepa kakao. There's really no way of distinguishing whether or not to use K or ka in those situations. You just kind of have to memorize them. So let me actually put that in my lesson plan. One moment. Alright, and then continuing on to the next part. Ka and ke are two of a group of words called kai. Kai, or leading words, because they alakai or lead the memeta or content word that follows. The leading words that you should know are he, which is the Hawaiian word for a or n, like a hat or an apple or a lamp or an elephant. That's where we use he. And then ka or ke, of course, is the, and then new words that we haven't spoken about before is keia, which is the Hawaiian word for this, kela, which is the Hawaiian word for that, ka'u, which is the Hawaiian word for my, ko, which is the Hawaiian word for your, and lastly is kona, which is the Hawaiian word for his, her, or its. So his hat, her mirror, always have to know which one is the ka'i and then which one is the core word. So, for example, makuakane is the core word of the sentence. I believe in English, you would say it's like the subject of the sentence. Makuakane, which means father. So when you add a ka'i before that, like say if you add the word he, and we said before that he means is the wide version of or n, you would say he makuakane, which means our father. And then another ka'i you would say ka makuakane, which means the father. And then keia makuakane, this father. Kela makuakane, that father. Ka'u makuakane, my father. Ko makuakane, your father. And then lastly, kona makuakane, his or her father, or its father. Alright, so that's the lesson that I'm going to teach later on, hopefully this week. Yeah, I see a lot of improvements that I wouldn't have seen if I haven't done this ASMR video, which is why I do this ASMR video, so I can see as much cracks in the foundation as I can prior to the actual lesson. That way it can run as smoothly as possible. I don't want to have to be unsure, or I want to be as sure as possible about what I'm teaching as I go through the lessons in real time with a student trying to understand the lesson. So I do this, I do an ASMR video, and then I also do a mock lesson. Like I go in front of my mirror and then I act out as if I'm teaching to a student, an actual homana. And it's pretty funny, but it really fucking helps when it's actually time to go. Like there's like literally someone that I'm teaching to. It really helps all those times of prep, all the lesson planning and all that stuff. It really helps in those moments. So I see the importance of planning it out, rehearsing